This is Izzy.
I got Wingstop!
And Izzy is a 16-year-old girl who's being forced by her own mother to do disturbing mukbangs for views on TikTok. I hate mukbangs, and there are two reasons for why that is. Number one, mukbangs nowadays are just an excuse for 800-pound, 50 elixir cost goldens to have a feasting session without being blamed for all hunger. Take this lovely lady with the BMI of a planet, for example. You're never gonna convince me that whatever that is a mukbang. My bad, but when you're taking the piss by making a video about how you're about to eat 50 quarter-pounders or 50 McChickens, and you literally look like you're one burger away from blowing up, you're not having a mukbang at that point. You're trying to cause the next Big Bang. Let's make that clear. Secondly, I despise mukbangs because of the disgusting people who manipulate and enable these clearly mentally ill, obese victims who seriously need help into doing more mukbangs. Whether it's the comment section of these mukbang YouTubers begging them to eat 50 McFlurries in their next mukbang video, or whether it's your own mother exploiting you for TikTok views. Today's topic is about something that's extremely upsetting to me. This family channel with millions of followers across YouTube and TikTok recently got exposed by YouTuber Kiana Doherty for the most deplorable things imaginable. Imagine having parents who are so hungry that they literally force feed you and force you to act like the caricature of an obese, unlikable person who's always eating food, who's always eating an absurd amount of food on a daily basis for views. This family mukbang channel uploads on a daily basis, sometimes multiple times a day, and it's pretty much always videos of this kid eating a disgusting amount of food. I'm talking thousands of calories of food every single day.
Okay, Izzy's gonna try the chicken parm pizza that's been all over TikTok.
Izzy's mom is the one behind the camera in most of those disturbing TikToks that are filmed, and she's literally watching her own daughter slowly oof herself for TikTok views. But it gets even better. Sometimes, when the parents decide to upload multiple times a day on the channel, Izzy is seen wearing the same clothes back to back on two different mukbang videos, suggesting that she's literally eating two absurd meals containing thousands of calories each in the very same day. But don't get it twisted. Izzy's mom cares a lot about eating healthy, about dieting. In fact, Izzy's mom cares so much about having a good diet that literally during one challenge where Izzy is forced to eat like 50 tacos from Taco Bell, while Izzy tries to give her mom a taco to help taste with her.
Mom's crunchy taco.
Oh, thank you.
But she ends up never eating it, and you won't believe why.
That was so good, but Mom doesn't want her taco because we had spaghetti for dinner, guys, so I'm gonna try her taco.
Bruh, you cannot make this up. So let me get this straight. So basically the whole family as a whole has already eaten dinner. They've already had spaghetti. But even though they've all had dinner and they're clearly stuffed, Izzy is forced to eat another 50 tacos meal right after dinner. Izzy's mom is essentially saying to her own daughter, Izzy, you're already fat. What's 50 more tacos inside of your belly? It's not gonna change anything, right? What a role model of a mother, guys. And I understand that there's always the possibility that her whole family forbid her from eating dinner with them. Which, if that's the case, that's even worse. Imagine telling your own daughter, hey, you're not allowed to eat healthy. You're not touching no spaghetti. You better stay fat and keep printing us money on TikTok. That's basically what it sounds like if that's the case. I speak for everyone when I say that family channels are pure evil. You're literally turning your own kids into products, profiting off them, exploiting them.
Mom, I'm actually seriously crying.
No, I know, but go like this for the video. No, go like this.
And when the money starts to become a little bit too good, you stop seeing your kids as your kids, and you start seeing them as nothing more than money printers. What's happening to this TikTok family channel is obviously disgusting, but I can't say that I'm surprised. We've all seen this pattern happen again and again with family channels where they inevitably get exposed for a for kids. I mean, take Ruby Frank, for example, the mom of a popular family channel on YouTube who literally got 30 years in prison for abusing her kids for views. And let me make this clear, I would not be surprised one bit if Izzy's mom ends up sharing the same prison cell as Ruby Frank. Now, I'm gonna say something that's probably controversial in 2025, but you know what? I don't care. I genuinely believe that as a parent, if you manage to get not one, but two of your kids to be obese when they're kids, then you've not only failed as a parent, but you're also a shitty human being. Especially when studies suggest that it's harder to lose weight if you become obese at such a young age. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm personally inclined to believe those studies when Izzy is still obese even though she's 16 years old now. I know I'm gonna get some nerd emojis who are gonna sprint to my comment section and say stuff like, actually, I'll have you know that not every family has a disposable income to buy healthy groceries. Okay, then what do you have 5 kids? How are you able to buy 50 presents for Christmas if you're like struggling to buy healthy food? No, better yet, how is Izzy as a kid heavier than her own mom? My bad, but as a mother, if your own kid's got more chins than you, then something's wrong. I'm sorry, but as a mom, if you can find a way to make yourself not obese, then you can find a way to make sure that your own kids are not obese either. If you've got 5 kids and you're able to buy 50 presents for Christmas, then you're either well off or upper middle class, or you're somehow poor and your dad should have stopped clapping them dusty cheeks after kid number 2. And you clearly care more about your own health than your kids. By the way, I feel like I've cooked a little bit too much, guys. Smash like right now if you agree with what I've said so far. Now, if you still have your doubts as to whether or not Izzy's mom is the next Ruby Frank, well, you're gonna be happy to know that from here on out, it gets even worse. Remember when I said that Izzy is being forced to act like this unlikable caricature of an obese person who's always hungry for food? Well, here's the perfect example of how Izzy is not in control and it's actually her mother who's pulling all the strings. You know how all YouTubers, all influencers, they always look at the camera when talking. Even acoustic influencers like Jojo Siwa when she used to be a kid. Even as a kid, she was always looking at the camera when speaking. Lizzie, on the other hand, is almost always looking at her mother and rarely at the camera. What this tells me is that Izzy is not the star of the show, despite eating 99% of the food that's appearing in their TikToks, but that she's actually the puppet. I mean, look at this. She's looking at her mom behind the camera, as if during filming, she's asking her own mother, "Hey mom, am I eating the food good enough? Do I look obese enough?" With the nut sauce, I mean the sour cream falling all the way down to her double chin or triple chin. Izzy is clearly playing an exaggerated character that her mom forces her to play. Here's an even more obvious example of Izzy acting like the caricature of an obese person. In these following clips, Izzy and her sister are doing a challenge. The challenge being when a mom behind the camera says the name of a specific food, one of the sisters has to grab the food as fast as possible before the other one. Now I want you guys to pay close attention to the forced scripted cringe within those clips.
Mixed veggies. Broccoli. Salad. Salad.
Mom, stop.
Okay, sorry. Salad.
Now, if you've got any critical thinking skills, this is clearly an act. Like, oh, it's a salad. I'm not gonna touch the salad. Stop saying salad, mom. This is all part of a script to make Glizzy look pathetic. Also, the fact that Glizzy in the clips is always eating the food before the challenge begins.
The cake.
Izzy, stop eating it.
Cheesecake mixture cake. Are you guys ready?
Izzy, stop eating before the video.
Once again, it's clearly scripted rage bait. And you know what? This act of making Glizzy look as pathetic and as unlikable as possible is working. As you guys already know, people on TikTok tend to be kids or teenagers with no critical thinking skills. And a lot of them in the family channel's comment section sadly fell to the scripted rage bait. But here's the thing that I don't mess with. It's the fact that Lizzie's own family is turning Glizzy into a rage bait machine. Glizzy's parents want her to be hated and they want these types of comments because it's more engagement for them, which leads to more views. Imagine your own parents orchestrating your own downfall for money, for views. Sure, these comments are disgusting, and the kids writing them are not innocent, but kids are easily influenced. And when you're a kid with no critical thinking skills, watching this unlikable caricature behave like this, these kind of comments are bound to appear. So personally for me, these comments are not the biggest problem here. It's the fact that Glizzy's own parents are her biggest ups. Her parents are literally putting hashtag Biggie on some of her videos. That is just cruel, bruh. Not only is the mom forcing Glizzy to act like the female version of Nikukado Avocado,
Guys, also, I see your comments and I'm always 2 steps ahead. I'm always 2 steps ahead.
what the fuck? But her mom literally forces Lizzie's sister to bully her in some videos.
Steak.
Izzy, you have enough meat on you. Eat it. You need it.
20-piece nuggets. Butter cake.
I got it first. You don't need it. You're already a butter cake.
That's actually insane, bro. If this is rage bait, like, congratulations. I fell into the rage bait because I'm actually tilted. Your own mom, who's the reason why you're even obese in the first place, is now making fun of your weight? And she's publishing these clips on the internet? That is beyond evil. The reason why I'm saying it's her mom doing all of this and not her sister, who's the one making the fat jokes, is because if you watch the videos, it's clearly them acting. No one's buying it. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter if it's scripted and they're acting.
I have enough meat on you.
At the end of the day, Lizzie is still getting bullied. I just love how in the comment section, you see Lizzie's mom telling people to stop hating, even though she literally writes hashtag Biggie on Lizzie's videos. And she's the one who orchestrated this whole hatred on Lizzie in the first place. How are you gonna make your own daughter a bully victim? Forcing Lizzie to do mukbangs every single day, getting her sister to fat shame her and bully her, and pressuring Lizzie to act like a rage bait machine to maximize hate comments and engagement. Well, it's clear to me that Lizzie's mom wants her to be the next Nikukado Avocado.
I'm always 2 steps ahead.
But the thing is that Nikukado was a grown adult when he chose to risk his health for money. And Lizzie is a kid who doesn't have a choice and is just being brainwashed and groomed by her mom.